It didn't play the video. What?
No, it stopped at 1 second.
Oh my god! You're draining too much resources running the game, trying to have the AI remove the background from your thing without a proper green screen, and then yeah, there you go. You out here doing things.
I'm using like 7% of my resources on this computer I built. Okay.
Maybe 10%. But you couldn't get a green screen.
I have a green screen. It doesn't fit because I moved my desk, so the L shape is this way now, so it hits right here on the side.
That's the one thing about my new desk. It's like I got to finagle some things just to get the green screen working for some of the shots, because my latest video was like the first time I actually testing out the green screen with the new desk setup, and I was like, shit, this is
I do have one of the chair green screens, but I hate it. I hate setting that thing up and connecting it to the chair.
I see those and I'm like, this looks dumb, and it looks like, you know, if I swivel my chair too much during streams, which I tend to do from time to time, I'm gonna end up bumping the mic or something like that, and it's just not gonna go well.
Yeah. So you can't move your chair at all. You have to stand completely still. And I was just like, nope, I'm not gonna bother with it.
Not with the amount of drinks I'll be having during these streams. So no, that's impossible. That's impossible. All right, so we're here. We're a little later than usual. I was out editing a video that just went live like about a good 30 minutes or so. It's only 20 minutes long, the video, but shit, I was recording up until like 10 o'clock last night, and then I was up until 5 a.m. editing, mostly just the bits. It's like, God, it's like just doing those tiny ass bits took a long time to edit. That's usually how it goes, just to sell the illusion, and then, you know, the majority of the rest of the editing happened right before I went ahead and uploaded. Luckily, there was no copyright claims or anything like that, so we were good to start off. But we're here to talk about the big news of the week, and that is Power Rangers in Fortnite. Some Power Rangers. So some all about that. I don't give a fuck about that. I played Fortnite.
I haven't. I did when they had the Transformers collaboration the first time coming to Megatron, and then I played for Godzilla stuff, and then I was like, all right, I'll wait till the next big one.
I mean, I gotta give them credit though. The trailer that they put up for the Power Rangers collab, that was a stroke of genius. That was good shit. Like I watched that and I was like, yes,
better than anything Hasbro's put out.
It was. I'm like, how does their Megazord look better than the Megazord from Once and Always? That is
no sense.
Wow.
I was shocked at like the quality. I was like, at first I was like, hey, is this not live action? I was like, what? And then there's like a CG in there. I was like, you know what? I was like, this is probably bigger budget than they put into Cosmic Fury. I mean,
it definitely seemed like a bigger love and care in terms of what they were doing there. So,
You can tell the devs probably that were working on it were like just are fans of Power Rangers.
Yes,
Like,
because when they made it full Toku, went live action with it, I was just like,
Yeah.
okay, now you have my attention.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and the thing, I don't know, was that Megazord Suitmation or was that CG? Because it's like
I couldn't tell.
That's the thing. It's like if it was CG, that was damn good CG to the point that it looked like Suitmation. But if it is Suitmation, the fact they went out of their way to make a brand new fucking Megazord just for a small ass video. That's the suit's real. The suit's real.
That's crazy. So basically, they put more effort than Hasbro has.
Damn, that is hilarious. I mean, mad props. Game recognizes game. That's some good shit. I mean, I'm not gonna play it because I don't care.
There's people hyping it up that aren't even Power Ranger, like content creators or Power Ranger fans that are like just from the trailer alone and this and that. Like, so I was like, oh wow, I was like, it's kind of funny that we got Once and Always, Cosmic Fury, the new toy line, this and that. But what's getting casual and older fans and this and that to like care is Fortnite. I was like, okay.
It is. It was indeed that. Oh, I don't think anything else major happened this week, right?
New event.
Oh yeah, that's right. That dropped yesterday. That was a thing. That was a thing.
It dropped right after I got out of Discord too. I was like, yeah, I think it's starting up today or tomorrow. We're gonna get so many carrots, and I was like, later on, I saw it dropped, and I was like,
I was on Discord, and someone just mentions, "Yo, refresh the game. Refresh the game. There's a new event." I'm like, it's the evening. What are you talking about? Refresh the game. That happens at 11 a.m. my time. Quick PSA. Mark just put me onto this. Highly recommend if you are looking to get into the Zetsu driver. There is a pretty good deal going on Amazon.co.jp. Amazon Japan. So. Oh, and we hear it all.
I have 14. Yeah, so you hear it all. Actually,
yep.
I have 2 mic settings. It's OBS and it's okay. I gotta turn one off, or else it's gonna super echo.
See, that's probably what I was hearing last week when you were doing it, because I was like, it doesn't sound like your typical, like your microphone mic.
My mic is off, so I don't know where my audio is actually coming from.
All right, so while he figures that out, on Amazon Japan right now, there is a pretty good deal for a pre-order of the Zetsu transformation belt. They have multiple different bundles available. The more expensive one comes with the 4 capsums, Ego Chizo, and a nice little vertical stand to put it on. And it's the equivalent of $56. And it does qualify for Bai if you are using the Bai extension. So I would highly recommend getting on that.
Now the downside is if you're using Bai, you have to pay shipping from Amazon to Bai and then shipping again from Bai to yourself. So you're doubling down on the shipping.
When I did the Bai checkout, they just
oh, you're doing it direct, not to warehouse?
Yeah. Well, I went to the Bai extension, and it's only charging me for like the convenience fee, which is like an additional $5, which is nothing.
Why don't you order directly from Amazon without Bai?
I just went through the extension, man. It popped up.
Because I'm sitting here like I've never done that before. I just
add to Bai using the extension, and they're like, all right, so how much? Because I'm guessing it's pretty much free shipping to their warehouse, and then they'll charge me the shipping. Because that's how it's been before when I've bought from Bai.
Yeah, because I've always done like Mercari for Bai and like Yahoo auctions. I've never done Amazon. And I've done like Madarake to buy. I might try that.
It's like I'd show the listing, but my address is almost fully visible, so no. So I'm not going to show the listing.
Right click, open image in new tab, and just show the image of the display. Because that display looks so nice. I meant to drop it in your cool collectibles the other day, and I forgot.
Let me see. Can I just? Yes, I can just do that. Nice. Okay. So let me go ahead and share screen, because obviously we like spending money on plastic over here. So
that's why I got the green screen. You guys can't see all the new stuff that's behind me.
And I mean, it's like this is a pretty sleek looking belt. I'm not a big fan of how basic the gimmick is, but it's still a sleek looking ass belt. So I'm still want to get it. So this thing's probably going to be teeny tiny on my chest, but it's going in the collection. So this is the Amazon exclusive one that comes with this little stand, so you can go ahead and put it on there. They have various different SKUs of it. There's one for like 5,400 yen, somewhere around there, and the other one is like 7,400 yen, and that is only like $56. So hey, it's not bad.
And it comes all the 4 main gimmicks that start, but it's like, I'm hoping this is the trend that goes forward, because honestly, the Daizas, I don't like how they all look the same, even the special edition ones, because it's just the logo on top. You don't see the top of the Daiza, like with how I have mine and how you have yours displayed. Like if you got the Fies one for the CSM, you're not going to see the Fies or any of that. Exactly one for you're not going to see it. So it's like, this is a nice way. I was like, I hope they do this for more belts in the future, because that is a nice display, and it's kind of like, it's a little extra. It didn't cost anything. Like, I'm sure if Toei had their way, like that would be like something that they would probably put out and try and get people to buy. Like money.
So yeah, I mean, it's nice, and then obviously the bigger bundle has all 4 of the capsules included with it. So I'm like, hey, you know what? It's not that much. $54 ain't that much.
My thing is, I got the cube displays behind me, so I don't think that's gonna fit in one of the cubes.
Well, I know that's definitely not gonna fit with how cluttered this shit is right now. So
that's like a desk display. I might put that on my desk, and
I got space on this new desk. This is part of the reason why I got new desk, new shelf, essentially.
If we all got new desks for all that stuff, even though I'm not showing anything, so freaking poor squirrels.
Yes, who's my favorite horse girl? Well, of the ones that I currently have, I'm trying really hard on Rice Shower. Like, Rice Shower keeps letting me down. I'm just trying to treat you nice, girl. I'm just trying to make you win. I've gotten you pretty close to I've gotten you to the finals for the first time ever. And you went into a bad mood right immediately after, shat the bed, and then ended the entire career with hardly any good sparks. And I was highly disappointed. So yes, that's my current horse girl stuff going on. I mean, I literally included Uma Musume as the opening bit in my Zetsu video that I put up. So it's
I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna let it process and this and that. I'm like, all right, I guess I'll check it out after the stream while I'm editing mine stuff. Gio, thoughts on Zetsu? So I didn't watch the whole press conference. I'm gonna watch Zio's breakdown of it. I work, and I'm not gonna watch a stream that's in Japanese if I don't understand the language.
So here's the breakdown. There is no breakdown.
Oh, break it down. Okay.
There is no breakdown.
My opinion. So here's my opinion. There's no opinion. No, I think I like the suit still. I think it's good. I just got to get used to the whole no waist belt on the suit. I don't know. I got to see the show when it airs, because like the press stuff compared to like leaks and photos, it's like until I see a full episode, and kind of get the dynamic and the vibes of it, that's when I'm like gonna have like some real thoughts on it. Right now, everything's like surface level, like, oh, it looks cool, it looks flashy.
So let's break it down because we got like obviously the character breakdowns from the official website and things like that. Because I mean, did you at least watch the trailer of the show?
Yeah.
Okay. Trailer looks cool as fuck, right?
Yeah, no, it looks good. It's just it's like it's a trailer. Like it's not the first time I've seen a trailer that looked good for something, and then I go and watch it and it's bad. So I'm not gonna put too much like stock into the trailer.
No, because that's the thing is like so the trailer looked really good, and I had like a twinge in the back of my brain when I was watching it live that maybe I was wrong. Maybe this won't be a Yuya Takahashi show, because a lot of the imagery that I was getting was like a mixture between Fies and Kiva and Double, and I was just like, maybe it might be. Maybe it might be Toshiki. Maybe it might be Riku Sanjo. It could be, but it ain't. But it ain't. So, but I mean, look. I mean, technically, I had deduced this for a while now, and when we started getting the pictures of how the protagonist was gonna look like, we were already like, that looks like something that is right up Takahashi's alley. This looks very Takahashi coded in terms of the way that it's presenting itself. So, yeah.
My thing is, so he did Double and Geats and one other one.
No. So he did Xade, 01, and Geats.
01. Okay, so
he's got the thing is it's the pattern.
I had compliments, and then I was like, wait, never mind.
Yeah. He's got a pattern. He seems to skip 2 shows before his next show, because it literally is the formula that I put down in my previous Zetsu video before this one. Was there's something going on here. Like, this can't be coincidence. And then someone pointed out in my DMs that if this continues to be the case, the next show that he's gonna do would be the 10th anniversary of Raiwa. And he gets that anniversary Rider show. So, yeah.
Listen,
keep that in the back of your minds, folks. Keep that in the back of your minds, folks.
Though. It'll never be as bad as Kamen Rider Zio, though. Okay? So, unless he retcons Vice disappearing.
He's probably... It's probably going to be the culmination of Outsiders is going to end up leading into that 10th.
That actually would make sense too.
He was playing the long game. He was playing the long game.
No, so like Xade out of the 3, like I didn't mind 01 until the fact that like everything that happened with the movies.
Yes.
And then Geats had a strong start.
Yep.
Had the disaster arc, but then it had a nice strong middle, and then we got the end of it. But there were some good moments in it. But then I'm thinking about 01 Xade, and I'm just like, that one, I think it had some of my favorite suits. I didn't really like the driver because it was so like, it looked like
I still hate that driver.
And juicy fruit. I like the idea of it with the mirrors and everything. That's cool. Like how like the little, when they put the gash in it, kind of like that's cool. But like, man, and Snipe is one of like my favorite phase 2 like forms. I like Snipe. Good color scheme on it, nice form. But like the show itself didn't really like hit for me. Like I enjoyed it, but it's not a rewatch for me.
I mean, I would say out of everything that Takahashi's done Rider related, like that's his best show in my opinion. It starts like devolving from there a little bit. Yeah. But I do feel that retroactively what kills Xade for me is the fandom. It's overhyped. The Dan Kuroto fan wank that we keep getting, all that stuff. It's just like it's a bit excessive. And I mean, what can ruin a show more than fandom sometimes? And that could be a case. I mean, that's part of the reason why, like, several people find Bill to be completely overrated as well. I enjoyed Bill, but the fan base is,
No.
it's the greatest
Because
ever.
that's a lot of people. That's how Gaim is too. But I feel like it's always that way with people's like first. Because like I know a lot of people were saying like Build was their first or Gaim was their first. So I'm like, I get it. Like I'll make Blade jokes, but I'm like, that's my favorite. But objectively, it's not the best season. I'm like, no, this season over here is good. Like I'd rather watch this season. But it's like you get like that whole nostalgia. Like that's the first show I ever watched, and it's like, yeah.
For some folks, it's like their first show will probably end up being their first love because it's their gateway to a lot of things.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't mean you can't acknowledge the faults that it has. I mean, Gundam Wing was the first Gundam that I ever watched. And is it my favorite Gundam show? Absolutely not. So
as I have the Gundam Wing 30.
You son of a bitch! You son of a bitch! Get that fucking shit off my face.
They gave it to me a Comic Con. I got a couple of them. You want one? This gave me shirts.
Maybe
they wouldn't give me
maybe.
cards, but I got shirts.
Do you have one in a medium?
No, they only have one size. They're all larges.
Oh, it's too big for me.
Okay.
No, so that's the thing. It's like the Takahashi formula is I mean, he's good at certain things, but as it's progressed, it just he tries doing too much. And I feel that this show is probably gonna have a fantastic opening act, like amazing opening act. Because he's a good setup guy. He loves the setups. He's got the setups there. He builds the foundations. Now, paying them off is a whole different story.
So, honestly, I think if we go by most recent, I feel like the first 16 episodes are going to be really good.
Well, yeah, that's the reason why. It's
and
like
then we're going to find out
this is an example.
Then we're going to find out it's a reality show and he's not really going into dreams and he's on a soundstage the whole time.
It turns out that the dream, his reality was actually a dream within a dream, and he's actually been in a coma the whole time.
Ends up being the Truman Show.
God, watch that actually fucking be the twist. It's like the real world wasn't the real world. He was in a dream within a dream the entire time. Shit.
Don't say anything.
Then they start really getting into the Inception levels of stuff.
Yes.
So it's a thing. But hey, I mean, at least I will be disappointed if the first episode doesn't come out swinging, because that's the thing. It's like he makes some really good first episodes.
It's true.
Like,
I don't know. I feel like it'll be good. I mean, we haven't had any bad first episodes in Raiwa at all. Honestly.
Got charred.
No, because we got the pocket dimension in with the little hot. Like that was cool. That was a good first episode. It was the only good episode. There was a school in it still.
No, it was not. It was a sign of things to come. Even Saber didn't have a good first episode. I didn't care for the first episode of Saber.
No, come on now. The fire and him freaking doing the head.
No. I mean, when I first watched Saber back when it was initially airing, it's like the first episode I was just like, I'll give the one more episode, let's see. And then the second episode, and then it's just like, I'm out. And then I was out on Saber until I was forced to watch it on Toku Rewind. Was it last year or the year before? Hell, I don't know. Sometimes these Toku Rewinds.
When Cloudy was still.
When Cloudy was alive, he found out the news about Takahashi and got murdered in his sleep. So,
Geki, what about Geki? What do you mean Ghost episode 1? Like, Ghost episode 1 was good.
Well, we were talking specifically Raiwa.
Yeah. Well, Zio not liking Saber makes sense. I mean, it's a typical Fies fan reaction. I mean,
The thing is, it's like when I first saw the suits for Saber, I was completely enamored with the suits.
Those are some of the best suits in Raiwa, honestly, especially that Dragonic Knight. So good.
But then we got the show, and it's just like, well, I can definitely see where COVID struck.
I think it's depending on how Gavu ends. I think Saber's still my favorite in Reiwa, just because. But like, if Gavu sticks to landing, I'm like, all right, Gavu will be my favorite Reiwa.
Well, we'll see. Saber is overheated. Yes, I mean, that's facts.
Yeah.
I will say the last arc was completely dumb, though.
Oh no, they threw a lot of shit just like there, but like, I swear, like I said, when I read all the stuff about the original like thing where like they released that book with all the original concepts and everything they want to do the show, I was like, oh, that would have peak. Now they can't do it though.
Yep,
they can't recycle it into something. I mean, they could try.
They can try 10 years later.
Yeah.
Man, now everybody's just talking about episode 1. Drive episode 1 was mid. That's because you had to watch episode 0 first. That's the whole thing with Drive. If you didn't watch episode 0, then you were out in terms of like some confusion going on there. Oh, blah blah something out here. I'm pretty sure Gottschalk never had a pocket dimension. That thing he did in episode 1 was just their way of showing the inside of a smoke screen.
I still call it how I see it, and that was actually the best thing that show ever did was that one moment. So,
I mean, given how technically OP Hotaru became by the end for no goddamn reason outside of the power of believing in myself and my friends that believe in me. Yeah, no, god damn.
That's also why I'm trying not to get too hyped into the Zetsu promo stuff, because like those Gotchard promo stuff they did with the music and then the freaking
oh my god, Mark, like, am I rubbing off on you? is
no,
my cautious optimism rubbing off?
I'm always like want to be optimistic, but now lately I've been kind of like, listen, how much money I spent on Gotchard cards? I don't. That's the reason why I don't have much Gavu stuff. Like, I was like, I would have a lot more Gochizos than I do. But I mean, every couple seasons, the Saber, I have all the Wonder Ride books, and then I was like, all right, we got to step back a bit. Like, I didn't buy any of the arm buckles or any of the raised buckles from Geets except for like a few. And then Gotchard was like, hey, let me get all them cards. Revice only got the initial 10 Vice stamps because the holder had 10 spots on it. And then I got the Gifu stamp because, you know, we needed that. And that's it. I've been buying gimmicks. I've been buying Sentai stuff now. It's horrible.
Yeah. I mean, at least you dodged the bullet when it came to the Gochizos, because they just kept re-releasing the same ones, just better versions of them as time went on.
I know. So, well, I did buy the talking ones. But
that's a good one.
I got deals on them, but, you know, I had to keep my numbers up a little bit for the Toku down.
All right, so let's look at these characters that we got on here for this show.
There we go. They're all clustered. I don't like this. I ain't got no abilities.
I hate when they do get boxed in and I see it in real time. Like, move, use an ability. Like, I gave you abilities just to be able to move out of there. All right. Ooh, gotta love these ads on the side.
That lead she got on me. What?
Oh, damn. Yeah, you ain't doing so good.
Nothing fun.
All right, so our main character, we got Baku Yorozu out here. He has the power of Clarity Dream that is always aware of dreams and can manipulate them as they wish. In reality, he is a good man, self-proclaimed good man. But in his dreams, he has been active as an Invine agent who longs for every night. One day, in the wake of facing the crisis of unknown phantom nightmare in a dream, he gets a makeover belt from the organization Code that has been sending commands in a dream. After that, he started working as Kamen Rider Zetsu. God, these fucking translations. Tony, I thought you were doing a simulcast. So where's our English presser with our English official stuff, huh? Huh? Where y'all at with that, huh? Huh? Okay, we just gotta stick to the auto translate. Okay, cool, gotcha. All right, cool.
Like, sure, it's not bad. We'll do what we can. I mean, so he's like a regular person with like a power, like a clairvoyancy type thing. Like, I don't.
So yeah, it seems like he has the ability to pretty much be able to manipulate dreams while he's in there. He's able to, yeah. There's those people that typically study dreams to a point that they can like warp a dream in any way that they want. Like they're aware that they're in the dream and just do whatever they want with it.
I don't.
AKA, it's Inception. It's Inception.
I would say that's not a real thing people do. That's like up there where people are like, oh man, Mercury's in retrograde. My dreams are going to be great. It's like, no. You cannot change your dreams. Dreams are there for a reason.
I mean, the one thing that they don't show on here that I'm a little bit upset about is who the leader of Code is.
Yeah.
Which is Zero, the transforming motorcycle.
I don't like the organization's name. Two, I'm like, do we really need a little sentient robot, a part of like higher up in an organization? I was like, I feel like we just got that in Boon Boonger with Boondarius. I don't need a robot leader.
I mean, how a transforming robot becomes the head of some organization that exists within strictly dreams has me confused in so many ways. So right now, that's the most interesting character, is the one that's not in this sheet.
That we also know nothing about. Really.
Pretty much.
I'm gonna laugh. They don't show up. They don't even show up. Like they're like 2 minutes in the first episode, and we don't see them for a bit. Like, oh,
no. This will probably be the most rider bike action we have gotten in decades. But is he going to be a bike? No, he's just going to be in robot form.
True.
Yeah, because it's just going to be a dinosaur.
They're using the King Order green screen, aren't they?
It does appear that they are using it.
That's what it looked like. So I was like, well, if they do, it was like, of course they can have a lot more bike riding. They're indoors. It's like a stationary bike, just moving around.
I mean, that's technically what they did for Black Sun, because people, like, if they didn't look at a lot of the behind the scenes stuff, several of the bike scenes that they did was actually using that Mandalorian green screen tech, so they can just be able to phone it in.
Yeah, I didn't get that far to Black Sun. I don't think.
Yeah, you know what? One day you'll get to it. One day.
Nope. It's been when did it come out? How long has it been?
Been like 3 years.
Yeah, I'm never gonna see it.
All right. Next up, we got Nemu, who at first glance, it will surely come out in a dream. The number one CM queen of talent. Likeability. Man, these subs suck. She's essentially just a famous fucking idol. So much so to the point that she'll pop up in just about everybody's dreams because she's so famous that she just exists in the dream world as other people's perception of her, which is why she'll just appear in different outfits and stuff. So, yeah. Oh. If Baku is number 7, who are agents 1 through 6 in Code? Former writers. You'll find out about them later on. I think one is called Gavu, one is called Gachard, one is called Geets. I'm just saying. Yeah. It lines up. It lines up. The Raiwa Riders are the other fucking agents. They'll have a little fucking crossover.
It would be great if they don't even mention that they're the commoners, but it's the same actors for each one. Like, that would actually get a good reaction out of me. I'd be like, you know what? This is stupid. I love it.
Because it's just like if the leader of code is called Zero, what follows Zero? 01.
Yeah. That is so trash.
So this is Takahashi's self-indulgent fucking mess.
Yes.
When you think about it, it makes sense to this man. He's being meta as fuck when it comes to his own shit.
It's like, this is annoying. I love it.
Yep.
Ooh, 5-person waifu on the freaking whip with the rainbow.
And you know what? Like, I literally just thought of this on the fly reading this comment. So it's, but now I can't unthink it. It seems too logical.
Just seeped in, and now you're stuck with that thought process.
Yep. It's how they make the connected universe in Raiwa make sense if they're all dream writers. Ooh. See, we thinking. Takahashi, call me up. I got some scripts for you. We'll collab on some shit. We'll make sure we stick the landing.
I hate that so much because now it's in my head. Because think about it, because it goes back to that one with Commoner Sentry when it's like, oh yeah, he's just like the little writer kid, and it's like, damn it, like what if each one of those seasons is someone's dream, like their fever dream?
Yeah.
I would also mention all the doors in Gavu, where all those doors go to.
Other dreams. It could also explain the other world that's in Gotchard. You know, the alchemist world.
We don't
it's
need
just another dream.
We don't need any more of that show. Like, listen, we could just skip over that one.
And every reboot that we got in Gates was just a different dream.
Ace is just in a coma dreaming all this stuff the whole entire time.
So, it's simple. Like, Vice still exists out there. He's just caught in a different dream.
So, like, this one guy, Ace, just keeps dreaming about this guy named Buffa eating meat all the time. I don't know why he dreams so much about him eating. Like, he's got to get beef. No, Heisei is not a dream. Heisei was real. All right. We won't disrespect Heisei in Raiwa.
The first half of Heisei was real.
Yeah,
that's nonfiction. Sure. That was grounded on reality. Those were real events. A lot of people died. I
don't know why. Like, so I'm bad with names stuff, and like where other people are. She was in something I've watched.
Her?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know this actress. She's got a familiar face, but I don't think I've seen her in anything.
And I'm sitting here and I'm like,
but the thing is, it's like, so the thing is like the two lead female protagonists that aren't the detective lady, because she was already in something else. She was in Geats. They look like Neon from Geats. Like the way that they're doing their hairstyles, they look like two different flavors of Neon. One's the TikToker Neon, and one is like Neon at home about to get slapped by her mom. Like, you got both those different types of Neons with these two girls.
Nah, I know her from somewhere.
Next up is one of the detectives out here. So we got Tetsuya Fujimi, Kenta Mishima, who I don't know, but apparently he was one of the villains in Ultraman Taiga.
Just a reminder for anyone who wants to talk about the actress beforehand. Do your research. Don't keep all comments to yourself.
Oh yeah. I know why.
Yeah. We have to do this every once in a while. A lot of people don't do the research. We always do before a show comes out, just in case.
Yep.
I did it with
So the thing that some people are gonna allude to is just the fact that the characters that they're all playing are older than the actual actors themselves.
Doesn't matter.
But yeah, that's something that people are going to allude to.
Yeah. No, but so I'm seeing because on the commenter fandom site it has other photos, and I was like, she looked like someone from Saber. That's why I was like, but not Mai. That's why I was like, I've seen her somewhere as an extra, but I guess she's never done anything else. So like, never mind. Just one of those people that looks familiar.
So and this guy's playing 35, but the actual actor's 31.
I feel like he's disheveled enough where I would want him to be the main rider. Like, he looks like someone who's been seeing some shit in other people's dreams.
I mean, that's the thing that I, get with a lot of Takahashi shows is like the lead is someone who's technically overqualified for their age.
Yeah.
Like, in regards to everything that they're doing profession-wise, they're overqualified for their age. Because it's like Baku out here, he's an investigator. Like, he is a dream agent. And he's like 23 years old in the show. The actor himself is 20.
Yeah.
And then Ace, he's 2,000 years old, but he's currently, a 20-something. But, he's got an old brain, an old soul, literally. Yeah. Meanwhile, Aruto was a fucking CEO of a whole conglomerate business in his early 20s. Like, proper CEO. And then Emu, before that, is a full-blown doctor. Like, how'd you get through med school so early?
You never seen Doogie Howser?
No, that's... I was too young for that show.
Me too.
Do I hate the show already? Did you not watch the video I posted up right before the stream? Go watch that.
Take watch that after the stream. At least he's an easy cosplay to use. Like, I'm old, I can do that cosplay. Finally, some old people.
So yes, Fujimi belongs to the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department, Public Security Divisions. God, Chief. Well, this is God. These once again, Toei, y'all had to do. Y'all knew you were doing international releases. Y'all could have given us international website with all the proper info. Well, I gotta use Google Translate on these things. But yes, he's out here dealing with the.
You go to the American website. His name is just John.
It's just the way that it goes. It's like that's literally one of the things I'm most pissed off about regarding this. Is not even the show. It's not even Takahashi. It's Toei's mismanagement of this entire thing. If this is supposed to be their big, grandiose, simulcast writer show, and it comes out in 4 weeks. Cool. Where's that messaging? It's like the presser was locked behind region, so you needed a VPN to even watch that thing.
Well, they never said it was simulcast. They just said it was going to be getting a global release. They never said simulcast, though.
But I mean, we got other countries. Apparently, I think Korea's already said that they're going to be doing an official dub for it. But that's, I guess, Korea themselves, like, the company over there saying we're going to go out of our way to dub this. And I mean, they do dubs for Sentai and stuff over there.
Yeah.
So they're already used to the game. I'm not expecting anyone on the US front to put in that much effort on this. Hell, subtitled stuff does well enough in the US. We don't need dubs. Oh, yeah, so we got Kamen Rider Lopo out here.
Yep.
She's also belonging to the police department. So we got two detectives essentially working the case when it comes to the nightmares. And that's where my intrigue goes. Like, I'm just like, I am more interested in these two plot points.
Yeah.
Why? Because a lot of early Heisei shows played up like those detective side characters trying to figure out the mystery while the main writer was doing all that shit. And I'm just like, all right, let's see if y'all can cook with this. Let's see if y'all can cook with this. Because these two have the outside of Zero, these two have the most of my interest from a character perspective in terms of how they're going to deal with stuff. Because I expect usual kooky shenanigans with our lead and the two heroines that we have.
Oh, shenanigans.
Well, because we got the sister here who, you know, once again, she looks like Neon at Home. Like she's rocking the Neon at Home fit.
Yeah.
So she is the younger sister to Baku, but she apparently runs her own agency. Once again, young folks out here doing jobs that I'm like, y'all are qualified to do all that stuff? But she's very, very busy with everything that she does because, of course, being in talent management takes a lot of effort. But then her brother just spends all his time asleep. Just asleep.
So she's the younger
sister, yes.
Sister of Low. Okay. So I'm just like
of the main character.
Yeah. So I'm just like, so I'm like, okay, we're already introducing siblings.
Yes.
I'm already saying something's gonna happen. She's gonna have to go in her dreams. We know that's gonna happen. The predictability. I'm okay with it. I like when they have to save the siblings sometimes.
And then our bad guy is this guy here, Nox. He only exists within the nightmare world. His age and career are currently unknown. In order to turn reality into a nightmare world, he appears in people's dreams. It appears in people's dreams. But even then, it's like, okay, all right. The thing is, just about every single shot I've seen of this actor outside of the fit, he looks too much like Riku from Ultraman G'd. I was just like, hey, is this not him? Like, this looks straight up like him. And then I looked it up. No, he's not. He's also like 12 years older than the actor from G. And I'm like, oh, wow. I'm like, okay, born in 87.
Something for us old folks. Us old folks getting representation in Toku.
Yeah. I was just like, man, he's got me by a couple years.
He's got me by a year.
So yes, mysterious guy. We'll see how mysterious he actually is. So yes, out of it all, how do you feel when it comes to these castings?
You know, I hate the castings, honestly.
I rarely have any issues with the cast, even if it is repeat actors. It's like, okay, cool. I know a lot of people are going to play the jokes when you see certain things happen.
Like Lopo wasn't like that prominent outside of the disaster arc, so it's like she wasn't a major player in Geats. I don't consider. So it's like, all right. Everyone else, I'm like, yeah. I mean, some of them first time acting gigs, this and that. So I'm like,
look, at least her wish made sense in terms of getting back like that physical prowess, as opposed to that pan out here who got hit by a car and couldn't hoop no more, and he was just like, everyone dies. It's like you could have just wished for good leg. You could have just wished for good leg.
That's the easy way out.
Could have wished to hoop again.
You'd be like, I want to erase the history of basketball. It never existed. It's like, what? It's like, okay. Or you could ask for a repaired ACL. That works. It's like, nope. Take it away.
So yeah, the main lead. Have you seen his henshin pose? Because it's very sultry.
Dude, it is smooth. I'm
He's
like,
out here like,
yeah.
and then he's just completely all over the lip, and he's just like, I'm on it. And I'm just like, the amount of dirty jokes I'm about to toss in here.
No,
from him just saying I'm on it. Look, I'm on it. At this point in time, I'm already prepped to
You
go.
have a bunch of bits already good to go. You're like,
the laundry list.
Opening day. No, it was good. I don't know. It seems so like, I was like, wow, this is. I expect a henshin like this from like Giga. Like,
but then it looks like he still does the snap. So I'm just like, okay, all right, yeah, and literally do a deviation on derivative geats. Get some derivative geats action.
But I also don't like. I don't kind of compare older works like when they got something new going on. Like, I don't compare the writer shows to each other because it's like you never know, like, especially with like Toei wanting this to be like, kind of a global release, is that like how much Toei's hands are in the cookie jar for the script, what's getting approved. So it's like, and it's like that with everything. Like
the comparison's sake usually extends to the writer, whoever is the person, because that's the thing. It's like when it comes to these types of things, and I mentioned this in the video, is if you know who the creative staff are, you tend to do a lot of comparisons to what they've done before. Like, because obviously knowing what we know about Takahashi, we tend to compare his works to the other things that, he's done before. And that's another thing. It's literally like when we were talking Superman, before Superman came out, you were very like, well, it's James Gunn. James Gunn only does ensemble films, so I'm expecting ensemble film, that kind of thing. It's the same thing with me talking about Takahashi in this show, is I'm doing comparisons to what he's done before. And I'm expecting fantastic first episode, probably 10 out of 10, like arc 1, like the first arc, going to be amazing. Oh, what's a Giga?
My sweet summer child.
We can't say too much about Giga before getting completely deplatformed on YouTube.
Yes.
So I can't say anything about it.
Yes.
So that's do your own research.
My documentary will never go live on here. It did not pass any of the checks for once copyright and stuff had to get, like, I was like, that, listen, I'll release the pickle cut of that one day. Because that was my crowning achievement. That was like the only long form video I ever made. I cut down 3 hours of recorded footage to 1 hour and 22 minutes of just a full company dive into everything. Then there was a special section where I talked about the 6th episode of all the seasons. And I gave away the code number so you can find them yourself and everything. And
that'll definitely do it. That'll definitely do it.
I still have the folder literally on my desktop. It just says Giga. And I put a little emoji where it's just and it's password protected.
You should probably just end up uploading it to like Twitch and just make that like your only like Twitch video.
I'll stream it on Kick. They'll allow it.
They would. They definitely would. So.
Oh yeah, no. They would be like, oh wow, put it on the front page.
Oh yeah, it's going to continue doing Toku. They're very successful.
It's good. The first 5 episodes are really good. The 6th episode is literally just a director's cut of the 5th episode. But their quality of their suits and the music and some of the action sequences are actually legitimate, really good. All the episodes are usually on YouTube. The first 5. The 6th is just a special movie. But they have,
and there are spin-offs and all that stuff. Actually, we said we're not going to talk about this, so we're talking about it.
No, well, we're not talking about the bad stuff. We're complimenting them. I want them to put me in one of their shows.
There's crossover
Oh,
events that happen.
It's to the finals. Do I want to risk it and lose my great mood if I fail?
22%. Ooh.
I failed. I
Okay, you
failed
got it.
2%.
You got
I
it.
failed a 2% in Discord. So,
I mean, I ran into that as well.
I failed a 1 also. We don't want to talk about that.
So, have you heard the opening song for Zetsu yet?
No, I haven't.
So the TV size got posted up the other day. They literally said during the press conference that it was going to be released like in 2 days, which was literally just the next day. Obviously, no visuals to it, and it's a song. It's a song.
Was it Yosobi like they all, or Yosobi like everyone was rumored saying it was going to be?
I don't know these folks. The only folks that I know from this was the composer behind the song that had me excited for, most of the night until I found out that he wasn't actually doing the composition for the show. He was only responsible for the composition of the intro. And that, rubbed me the wrong way because the actual composition of the show is just going to be same guys who've had the last 2 seasons.
Was it Nact Vein? Never mind. So it wasn't.
Yes.
No, I thought it was gonna be the ones that did, because the rumor was Yosobi, which was the people that did the first season 1 OP for Oshinoko, which is like on my workout playlist because that shit's a banger. Like it's so good. And I was like, if they're gonna freaking do the opening, I was like, that's gonna be the most anime opening ever. And
yeah. No, the thing is, it's like the intro itself has a long lead up to it, but the TV size in itself is only 1:22, I believe, if I remember correctly. Which means that if it does have the long lead up, is that going to be playing in video form, or is it going to be like a lot of the, the Heisei 1 shows where the intro would start playing during the first, like the cold open, and then the intro would start playing during a cold open scene, and then it would instantly transition into the intro. Which, once again, I'd be down for that. Like, I've been missing that style of intro for some of these shows where they have that nice little segue. You just hear it start playing in the cold open, and then you go right into it. But the intro I've only heard like a couple times, and I'm just like, it's okay. You want the link so you can listen to it?
I have it already.
All right.
I pulled it up. I'll listen to it after.
Oh, you gotta listen to it live to see if it's good.
I put the link in private so I can click on it there. I already closed out of everything. I'm emotionally in on this freaking race. Prepare to pass. Fuck yeah. Come on, don't be in third. We need to win.
All right, let me pull it up.
Boom. Oh, yeah, there we go. And because I got her up to 3 stars, her abilities are even better now. Another youre final 1.
All right, there it is.
All right. Oh, wow. Fantastic 4 ad. Wow, they really did. So fantastic. I was like, this is.
I mean, it's okay. It's okay. It's nothing like. Like I've heard better from Sawano's compositions. I mean, I've played Xenoblade Chronicles X, which he did the entire OST to. He also did some of the OST for the original Garo series.
Did they freaking do the Switch 2 upgrades yet for freaking Xenoblade Chronicles?
No, not yet. Don't play the SRWY demo yet. No. As someone who's been playing Super Robot Wars since like Super Nintendo era via like emulation and ROMs and shit until I could actually, be able to afford the import fees and stuff like that. Then I started importing them just straight Japanese. I need this franchise to evolve. Like, just side tangent on Super Robot Wars. I need the gameplay to evolve. I need the crossover to feel more crossovery, and I kind of blame Dynasty Warriors Origins. Like, Dynasty Warriors Origins kind of fucked everything. Like, it's like that game was too good. Like, I usually would skip every single interaction in between every Dynasty Warriors, Samurai Warriors games because it'd just be like rotating PNG, text.
Yeah.
Now it felt like I was
Starlight
through an experience.
Up a good point, because I said that weeks ago. I was like, when they first said that it'd be global, I was like, if Yosobi was like the rumor one, I was like, that's how you're gonna get the global appeal, because like they're popular. People are like, it's not niche to like, some people will, anyone who listens to like composers from Blade and the Snap, but it's like not everyone's gonna be like, what is this artist that's doing the OP? Whereas like a lot of people know them thanks to Oshinoko, and now they're doing more anime openings and the Snap. They're really popular. That would have got more eyes on it, where people probably would have looked up the opening song on YouTube and saw the visual, like, oh, when is this that they're doing the song for? This looks kind of cool. Let me go check out this show. Whereas
seems like Toei can only afford the like longtime veteran anime singers. They can't get any of the new hotness involved.
Those stats, those horrible stats. Double S in speed, S in long. Look at that.
I mean, that's what a lot of my biggest issues is, just with the handling of how they're planning on distributing this, because so far we're still in the dark.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm hoping I was hoping we could get something soon about it. But like I said, a lot of people are saying simulcast. That was never like a thing. They just said they were going to distribute it. And I'm like, okay, well, hopefully. Multiple skills. Man. So I was like, I don't know. Like, I feel like it's not going to get announced until we get closer to the first episode. That's when they'll be like, well, by the way, here's
God, that's gonna shit the bed a lot if it's literally like, this show premieres tomorrow and we still haven't gotten any of that worldwide distribution information. What's gonna happen? Yeah, we're gonna release it next year. This was gonna happen. What's gonna happen is, as soon as the show's done airing in Japan, you guys get it. Like, oh, yeah, that would be worst case scenario. That would be indeed worst case scenario. Because even when it comes to like the distribution of toys and stuff like that, I mean,
that's so disappointing.
I've had folks in various retail chains that I still have connections to go through their back ends just to see if there might be a SKU or something like that that's generated in their system for it, using multiple different ways to just write out Zetsu or anything like that. Nothing yet. So there's nothing that even indicates that these toys are going to end up coming to store shelves anytime soon. Because obviously we already know, like, if Amazon's already got fucking the pre-orders for shit, well, at least Amazon Japan. But obviously these toys typically end up releasing day and date with the show. The only exception was Gotchard, in which they were like, hey, we're going to release everything early by like a month to get you hyped about this show, that as soon as you realize what the show is, you're not going to care about the show. You're not going to care about these toys.
Basically, no, you're not. Like, no one's going to. They were getting close with it. And like now, but the funny thing about regular Amazon US is now all that stuff that's like, every once in a while I see the Gotchard packs like pop up like dirt cheap. Every once in a while,
because it's all secondhand now. Yeah. Back when we used to have Team Kamen Rider, they actually handled, distribution pretty well, to the point that I was able to readily just get some of this shit. But ever since they killed that, and we've been relying on a lot of the secondhand sellers going into Amazon and some of these other sites, it's kind of been a shit show.
Yeah.
Or you just pay the inflated cost of Toku collectibles. Use Zio Agito at checkout.
Well, I've noticed some stuff though that they have been having on Toku collectibles has been like equivalent or kind of even like not as bad as like importing. No, so like I said, they can't. Toei doesn't want to spend money like that. Toei doesn't think like, oh, you got to spend money to make money. They're like, no, we want to spend less money to make more money.
If I recall some of the information from when Team Kamen Rider started getting like disbanded and things like that, and a lot of the information was coming out about the communications that they've been having back and forth with Toei, was that Toei was completely willing and wanting to have a presence in the West. They just didn't want to pay for any of it. They wanted someone else to front the bill regarding any of that. So, I mean, given the distributions that we've been seeing for who's handling it in some of the Asian countries, it's a lot of other agencies that have already taken some of these shows and done, local broadcasts of them before, which is why they're willing to already front the bill for it. It's the one here in the US that really still raises the big question on who's going to do it, who's going to technically front the bill.
Who's going to spend the money?
Because at this point, I don't believe that Toei is going to be spending jack shit. They're literally waiting for whoever the other company that they contracted with goes ahead and puts out their information.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Which could end up being a Crunchyroll or something like that.
So
now, it could actually be a more relative unknown that we don't even know about.
Haya will do it. Haya will do it. They got the Indonesian Toku on there. They got all the martial arts films. Haya has the funding. They can, and it's only $2.99 a month for the streaming service. It's a great streaming service, by the way, if you like martial arts films.
So I think it's like as the clock ticks more towards release, it makes it a little bit more.
I'm wary of what's distribution.
Because it's iffy. It's very iffy.
Before I put them away, I must show you the most delicate pickles ever. Kimchi pickles.
Oh.
So after you're done eating all the pickles, guess what's in there? Kimchi to cook. These are peak.
I rarely cook with kimchi. I just eat it straight up.
No, I'll do rice. Like take the old rice, throw it in the freaking.
I don't do rice.
Doesn't. I know you. Listen, one day you will. You'll return to the rice side of the force. Rice is delicious. Okay, it's versatile. Spam musubi, fried rice. Oh, fried rice.
And look, I grew up with rice and beans. Like that was breakfast, lunch, and dinner for like a good chunk of my childhood. I think I'm good. I think I'm good.
Rice. Red beans and rice. Oh, so much good stuff.
Let's see. Most realistic would be Shout Factory. Well, the thing is, God, the way Toku Shoutsu and Shout Factory handle the distribution for Kamen Rider is the most shittiest way ever.
Yeah, let's at
this point, I don't think it's lucrative.
The day it comes out on Blu-ray. It's not. They don't make money.
Like I don't think it's lucrative. It's not a lucrative venture for them. At least on Toei's side. I gotta see what the profit margins are for Toei anytime Shout Factory does any of these releases, because that would give bigger insight into that possibility. Because if Shout Factory, say they front the bill, meaning that they give them a lump sum ahead of time just for the distribution rights, then yeah, that puts it on them to still put in all the effort and all that stuff. But then they're essentially just going to end up being what a free fan sub group does, just with the technical ability to legally put it up on a streaming service like YouTube without getting copyright claimed. That would be it.
Well,
which I mean would make them a lot of money, but then it also would be like, is Toei gonna ask for a lump sum of that? As like they're gonna ask for money up front, but then they're gonna want profits of the actual, advertisings themselves.
That's what I'm thinking, because in the past the deal was it's already aired stuff that, and Toei's like, oh, it's a price per season. One season will be this amount, and different season will cost this. This is a currently airing show, so I doubt Toei would be like, oh yeah, just give us this amount and you can just stream it. There's going to be more like considered like, okay, you also have to, give us some kickbacks. But Tokusatsu Shout Factory, that their releases are awful with how they've done things. Not the quality of the physical releases, but like just from the standpoint of like I said, when Geats 01 even coming out on Blu-ray, Kuga, they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna live stream it on Twitch, a marathon, right the day it comes out on Blu-ray. It's like, why would you do this? No one's gonna. Or if you had Pluto or this night, you can go to Tokusatsu's channel and you can, once one episode's on airing live, if you hit add series to watch list, you go to watch list, the whole series on demand. You don't need to watch it live. You can watch it at your own leisure, because I did that with some of the Super Sentai.
And I mean, Starlix mentions that they're usually doing live streams for like 24 hours, playing the entire run of a whole show, and it would get like 4 viewers. If I'm in there like at a good time, it might be like 37 or something like that. But it's like, okay, if you're gonna marathon a whole show during your live stream, like that's usually like 50 episodes. I'm not gonna stay up that long to watch the entire thing. Like when you're just playing it, and it's the same thing when you go on like Pluto TV or Freeview or Tubi or any of these other like free TV channels that are also Tokusatsu, in which they're just playing marathons of these shows. And it's like, okay, so I'm jumping in on episode 20 something. Cool. But you're playing all the way up to the end. Yeah, that's a large commitment. Unless this was like a charity stream in which you had to be like when I used to do Extra Life back in the day where I had to stream for 24 hours straight, I could understand that. But it's like, no, that's too much.
So Comic says, do you think Toku in general will ever get mainstream? Just a thought I always had. Toku generally, to an extent, is mainstream, just different IPs. Kamen Rider is not mainstream globally. Power Rangers is not financially lucrative in the US. Super Sentai is in Japan, but like from a conversation talking piece, you can mention Power Rangers. Someone's like, oh man, I like the Green Ranger. Oh, I remember the Pink Ranger. So it's ingrained in the pop culture history here. Godzilla is Godzilla. I mean, even when Shin Ultraman and Shin Kamen Rider were in theaters in the States, they were so popular, they got extended releases. So they're popular in pockets. From a mainstream, I mean, Toku is inspired a lot of stuff. A lot of modern superhero stuff has been inspired by Tokusatsu. I mean, kaiju movies, monster movies, kaijins, all that's like the inspiration's there. But from like, if you mean like mainstream where you could just, everyone knows Kamen Rider, everyone knows Super Sentai, everyone knows Ultraman or Metal Hero or no, I'm not gonna have. It's a long way. I think it's past that point where it's possible here in the States.
But here's the thing. It's like it could work. It's just gonna take a lot of legwork, and by legwork, I mean actual advertising of this thing, which is another reason why I have cause for concern with Zets in general. Is okay. Let's say you're gonna release this thing to the Western audience. Who's going to do the advertising? Like, is this going to be like pop-up ads on YouTube? No. Is it going to be literally word of mouth from content creators that are reviewing this shit? And then there's people in the comment section going like, I want to watch this. Where do I watch it? And this will probably be the only time in which we'll be able to say, you can watch it here. But if they don't actually release it, day and date or something like that, and we're still reviewing based off of the fan subs, and then it's just like, Well, you gotta wait a year or something like that.
I had people commenting on my Geats one. Where can I watch it? And I was like, for $80 on Amazon, you can buy the Blu-ray. Well, actually, it's been going on. So I think it got a permanent price drop at like 40 or 50 now. I have it because it was on sale, and I got it for like 30 something. Because I was like, I'm not paying $100 for this.
If they dub Zets, I'm done. The thing is, I highly doubt they're gonna. That takes, once again, that takes a lot more effort because you got to hire voice actors. Totally don't want to spend no money.
AI dubbing is getting pretty.
There is that, but then they also have to pay the licensing fee to the AI dubbing company. Totally don't want to pay that
unless they buy the company.
If they were going to do a dub and actually get actors, they would probably go non-union because Toei cheap. So at the end of the day, like, honestly, the cheapest solution would literally just be going with subtitles. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Once again, if you go on Netflix, there's a whole bunch of like K-dramas and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
All they are is just subbed, and that's it. And that's fine for everybody. Ain't nobody watching any of these shows with a dub.
Now, what'll make it popular, they put Johnny and Bosch on there, though.
Maybe, but I don't know.
Chris Pratt just does a voice, so
that would just be for the memes.
I know, and I would respect Toei a lot if they did that. I'd be like, you know what? Tip my hat to you guys. You guys freaking did it.
I think their proper opportunity was a couple years back. Had they actually released Shin Kamen Rider as a regular theatrical release and not one of those fandom events, and actually had some marketing push towards it, then maybe there would have been a twinge there, especially, just saying this is part of the Shin universe, that type of shit.
Especially with how good Shin Godzilla and Godzilla -1 did. And those were normal runs. Those weren't fandom events. Like, hell, we're getting Shin Godzilla in theaters again in the IMAX, like 4K. And I'm like, Like, I was like, they could have did it. They could have just, been like, hey, let's put in a normal. I don't think they would have lost any money if they kept Shin Kamen Rider or even Shin Ultraman like in theaters for like a long period of time, even like a couple weeks, not just 2 nights.
Well, I mean, it seems like so many companies are just so ready to just move on, things like that. Just go ahead and get the distribution. I mean, I don't know in terms of like theatrical release how much it costs them to just keep it going in theaters, but I know theaters hate it when they dump their releases too early, and it's just like, wait, you're already going to put this out in digital already? I mean, that kind of killed the whole theater going experience for a lot of folks. But I'm like, you know what? Sometimes I will go ahead and take the environment of the theater for just having big, booming, huge ass experience with, fellow audience members. Because I mean, some of the best experiences that I've had in movie theaters have been during some of these big blockbuster releases, not just things like, watching Infinity War and Endgame, because I think that's very hard to surpass in terms of how hype everyone was in the theaters watching that. But even watching some anime films, like watching like Dragon Ball, like Super Broly in theaters.
Oh yeah, in theaters.
That shit was great.
When he came out of the ground, same with a superhero, but no, there's a lot. Like, I mean, I still remember Captain America picked up Thor's hammer when the Avengers assembled.
Like, that was indeed a moment. Yes.
Yeah. Tobey Maguire Spider-Man coming back. Like, there's certain ones, but then there's like other ones. I remember freaking Two Towers.
Just of Greatness. Don't do that waifu war. Don't do it.
No, don't even. Also, Godzilla Ride has a new character. Yeah.
She's not the age of her character. She's not the age of her character, my guy. Don't do it.
Yeah. For anyone who is in Southern California, Legoland has the actual VR ride for Godzilla versus King Ghidorah there now. They brought the one, they have the one from Japan over there now. And now the new one in Japan is Godzilla versus Mecha Godzilla. I gotta go to Legoland. It's not that far from me. I need to go check out that ride. But yeah, that was a side tangent because I saw the Mecha Godzilla.
Also, like, still watching Shin Kamen Rider the first time in theaters was great, just because there was a lot of people, because there were more people during the first showing than the second showing, because obviously a lot of people were like, this is the one-time thing. It's a one-time thing. We got to go see it.
Yeah, no, we got the second.
And it was like the first time after watching a movie in a long time. I mean, I kind of had that moment after Superman where I, ended up bumping into some folks and we ended up talking about it. But after Shin Kamen Rider was over, like, left out of it, and pretty much everybody who was in that theater was just out in the hallways just talking about it for like an additional 2 hours. And it was great. It was great.
Not me. I was like, I'm out. Well, I'm going home. Nope. Now, obviously, we didn't get popcorn buckets in the States, but in Japan they did. I have that popcorn bucket. Because why wouldn't I? Do you see the popcorn freaking Gochizo popcorn bucket they did in theaters for the summer movie? They got a popcorn.
No.
Bucket. Oh my god!
They did those? I mean, it would make sense. It's the perfect fucking popcorn bucket. It literally is designed like one.
Hold on. It was on Tokullectibles. Actually had it, but here you go. This is I'm putting private for you because I hunted one down.
Oh,
it had, because in Japan all their popcorn buckets have the little neck, the little strap, the lanyard strap to keep it around your neck. It's genius. It's genius.
I hate that you would send me this and then it's an out of stock item.
Listen,
I would definitely buy it only for them to flag my order again and cancel it for fraud, like my last order that I made. I was just like, I've made orders with y'all for so many years. Why did you cancel it? Our system said they detected fraud because you wanted to spend items on a Takahashi item after bad mouthing Takahashi. I was like, but I still like the design of this belt.
They're the same price, if not cheaper, on eBay with free shipping out of Japan, by the way.
Okay, maybe.
But yeah, that's so cool looking. Like, I was like, that is genius. I could put all my treasure in it. And sand. So yeah.
I mean, yes, bootlegs are definitely going to be available of the Galva movie. We'll definitely get that in 3 months at the bare minimum.
Yeah.
We'll get those subs like we got those King Ojas versus Boom Boomger subs. Look, I paid the money to get the subs. I got the subs.
Why?
It ain't worth it though. I paid $3 for the subs. It wasn't worth it. I paid $3 too much because I gotta remember to go back to cancel my subscription to their Patreon.
You should upload that into the Google Drive. You have editor access because I want to pay the $3.
I got to go on there. No, it's not good. It's not good film. It's not good film.
It's not cinema.
Why couldn't we just get a wacky racers of different Sentais competing in the BBG? It's all I ever wanted since they told us that plot in the show. That we just never got it. Never got it.
Okay.
So. All right. But Ash couldn't make it because he had no Wi-Fi. And I'm guessing he just never got the Wi-Fi back.
He's playing Fortnite, I bet. I could check my PlayStation. I bet he's on Fortnite. I'm gonna make one of those videos. I'm kind of upset though, because before we went live, you complimented me on committing to the bit, and I assumed you're gonna have, and what you just
the only reason why I did not commit to the bit was because I literally was waiting on video to finish going through its copyright claims checks instantly restarted the computer, and I was like, all right, let me just get all this shit set up, as opposed to trying to deal with the green screen and all that stuff. I literally put the notification for this to go live 15 minutes before it went live.
I know, we had to refresh so I can get into the room.
Exactly. So there was no prep time.
I'm just saying.
Next week.
We have the same webcam. You have the AI technology to just...
No, because it's not going to recognize the red hair, and it's going to cut me off like here.
You can set a custom color. I don't have mine set to green.
And then I'll just have, Red Ranger helmet pop up from the background from time to time.
That'd be kind of entertaining. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, it's probably going to be thrown off by my scaly skin because I'm peeling off from my sunburn.
I was gonna raise attention to it. I was like, you got the key lights on. You can't tell.
Right, it's bad. It's bad.
It is bad. It is really bad.
It was bad in the beginning of the week. Like I was like ready to like go on some shit like in the beginning of the week, but my face was scaly. It was it was so bad.
Oh, see, I'm lucky I don't burn. So it's like,
no. The thing is, it's like I had a nice tan for a good bit, but I was literally out in the Florida sun with I don't use sunscreen or anything like that from like 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. And it was straight incinerator sun. Straight incinerator sun.
Oh, I know it's not Toku related, but did you see the Nike Yu-Gi-Ohs that are coming out for they're actually releasing Joey's sneakers from the show?
No.
I only know this because freaking...
did Gabu ever explain why, sir? No. I mean, it's part of the reason why I'm just like, this show, it had a lot of potential, and then they chose to, like, remember Shoma's human uncle? They completely sidelined that. There was this latest episode is such a disappointment because it was like it felt like a setup for a proper final arc, and then it's just like, nah, get bodied. The episode. It's like you thought.
These are peak. Like the box is crazy. It comes with a Yu-Gi-Oh card on it. It looks like it's.
Let me see this. See what we got going on here.
I only thought of it because Rooney's in chat, and I was just like, "Oh crap!" The guy who always sends me links to freaking when new shoes are coming out. Need to do a sneaker net.
Thing is, I could never do it. I gotta have functional shoes. I can't just have them for the collection. No, that's the thing. It's like, most people don't like rocking them because they don't want to get them all stitched up and shit.
Nah, I wear them once or twice, or just to conventions. Like, and I wear a lot of mine just daily. I just keep them clean.
Like, it reminds me of the terrible era in which we had all those Gundam sneakers with the terrible like funnels on the sides, and then I saw someone actually wear them at a convention. And I was like, that's the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Where you can remove the Nike logo with Velcro on the side?
The one that had like it looked like, I guess, I don't know if it was the Unicorn, the Freedom Gundams, like, the wings of it were coming off the sides of the shoes.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't.
And then because I guess the plastic that they were using, after a while, them things started either caving in or caving out. Like, it was bad.
I got one pair. I don't wear them. And then I got the RX-78s, and I have the Banshee Norns.
It's like, yeah, those were shoes that were not meant to be worn by folks.
It depends on, like, where, like you don't, like, if you live in Connecticut and, like, Northeast where it's cold and stuff, it's fine. You don't want to live somewhere hot with them because that's going to, like, warp, like, this is not shoe material.
Think your training's not going so good with Gold Ship?
No, it's not. That's what happened last time. She's awful mood, failed one
No,
time.
Gold Chip
It's
sucks. Gold
awful.
Chip is terrible to fucking train.
I know, that's why I have cards that boost the mood when I train with them, but I'm not getting any good stacks of people.
Let's see. Imagine the ending where Shoma dies and then gave him gummies and he comes back to life. Like what happened to Wallace and Gromit movie. What?
Give him what?
Some gummies, like when Shoma dies, but then his uncle shows up with the gummies, and then it just he's back.
Yeah. On your mood really isn't gonna go up. I'm gonna have to waste time fucking right. Oh, it's a walk too. It doesn't even give you the good boost. That's upsetting.
All right. Anything else before we go ahead and call it a night?
I'm trying to think. There was no other real toy announcements. The Blade Soto Chronicles came out. That was cool. Bandai did update and talk more about the Zetsu candy toys, and then they also finally announced Gozu Polar's like Robo as a candy toy, but they said they're done with general public release mini plas for the show, and everything's going to be premium Bandai, which is weird. Awful after good training, bro.
It'd be like that. That's why I'm like, I have never done a successful gold chip run.
No, I was in VC challenge, guys. I had one the whole other time where she was in great mood. All of a sudden, this time she's whatever this is.
Need those support cards to elevate mood.
I have that. That's why I picked the ones I did. But they're just look, boom, good.
It's gonna go right back down after a conversation with her because that's usually how it goes.
Yeah, so I'm not sure what's going on with Bandai, but a lot of stuff now is going to be going to premium Bandai. So I don't know what that's.
I did get an email from Premium Bandai yesterday saying that they're updating their account and for me to check my account.
Yeah, and I believe they're going to make things a little bit more easier now. So, like, their Comic-Con exclusive, like, SH Figure Art stuff are now going to be behind Premium Bandai. But sometimes they do that, usually with, like, one or two of them. But the whole Comic-Con lineup is going to be available on Premium Bandai. Beast Gohan, like, Great Ape, Vegeta. And I was like, So I was like, I thought it was intriguing that so much, like, I think they're revamping Premium Bandai, and I'm wondering if this is going to be kind of like their way to circumvent, like, because remember, they delayed the Clear Fies driver because they were trying to combat scalpers.
And now they're just readily available too. If you go to tokullectibles, you can just buy any of them. Regardless, and speaking of, I just got my buy notification that they were successfully able to secure my pre-order. Nice.
So my thing is with Bandai, with all like the premium Bandai stuff and everything, like I'm gonna skip it. Okay. I'm wondering if they're gonna revamp. If they're gonna make it more accessible to get some of this stuff in the States for premium Bandai, because I have trouble going on Premium Bandai's website to get anything, even via proxy. So I just don't even mess with their Premium Bandai anymore from their website. I just go through people that order for me because it's a pain in the ass. But I got the same email, so I'm wondering if they're going to restructure Premium Bandai, because that'd be nice. It'd be nice to have more access to get, especially if they're going to do more stuff to, like, if the rest of, like, because usually is what 25 episodes in, that's too early for them to start putting all the rest of their candy toy stuff behind Premium Bandai. Like the Candelier mini plows already behind a pay like Premium Bandai, so I'm like, what else are they gonna like put behind her? Like, it's weird. I don't get it.
Did you catch up on Gozu yet or not?
No, I started to. I watched one episode. Okay. So I'm like 10 episodes behind, maybe 9. No,
I've been doing the rewatch just to secure my my thoughts on some of my ratings. I will say that some episodes, watching them again after some of the things that happened, aren't so well aged. So, but I'm trying to still go within the moment of it, and also not with the inebriation that I have during my streams. With my heightened my entire feelings.
Yes, that's how. Well, different situation. I also do that.
And there's some shows that are great while I'm under the influences, and then there's others in which it's just like, nah.
Don Brothers. I was having existential crises constantly. I was like, what? I was like, what happened? Like, what the hell? I was like, this isn't a real show. I was like, I'm hallucinating a show right now.
It's just a dream that they're going to end up visiting in Zetsu. And when they do, they're all going to die. Because
how messed up of an episode that would be.
That'd be the recap episode. Odu's power-up didn't feel earned. It did feel earned from Kenjiro putting his ass out there for it. Someone else presented cheeks just so someone else could get the payoff.
Yep.
That's the real cuck life.
That's so fucked up.
But it's true, though. But it's true.
It is.
Oh my god. Did Horu just cuck someone? I haven't even written a bit for that, but I think that's got to be the bit now.
It is.
I haven't even gotten to that portion of. Note to
self. On Amazon to buy a very specific chair.
You just see the eyes glowing in the background from the camera flash. That's it. Oh my god. That's great.
A lot of people like, what? There's a lot of people like, what? It's like,
if you know, you know. If you don't know, then there's a reason why this channel is not meant for kids.
Yeah, no.
We'll just make allusions to it, and you'll understand when you get there.
Later on, next time we stream, there's just gonna be a little chair in the corner, like a little PNG chair. Like, what's that there for? Like, don't worry about it.
No. All right, so I think that's it.
Yeah.
We made it an hour 37. You know, not bad.
Yeah,
not bad. Late stream, but regardless of the fact, average 30-something viewers. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Slow week.
Especially given the very limited. I do feel that like we ended up getting more from Gavu's press conference than we got from this.
Yeah.
Like this was such a man. This is. If y'all didn't already like reveal most of this stuff before the press conference, we could have been surprised. But they decided to blow their load hella early to the point that it left hardly anything for the press conference in itself.
Like we saw 4 forms before we even knew who.
And we even got the actor ahead of time. We usually don't get the actor ahead of time.
I know.
For Gavu, it was different. We were playing a guessing game because obviously 3 episodes were uploaded onto Billy ahead of time, and we were trying to play spy games with it.
Kind of that happens with Zetsu. It's like this weekend. It's like, wait, there's 2 episodes already there. Okay.
But for this one, they're just putting it out there. So,
yeah,
and all right.
Until Gabu's over, I'm trying not to let my focus wander to Zetsu right now.
That is
I want to fairly watch Gabu. I finally got my 4-episode catch up video done. I just got to edit it, and I'm like, I don't want to pull my focus away. Second.
I mean, look, when you watch my Zetsu video, I specifically call out how there's some people out there that episode 1's out of new thing. I'm gonna go ahead and review that. Oh wait, I never finished my last the last show I watched. I'll put out a video for that later on. Then a week or 2 later, these are my thoughts on this show that ended. But I already put out my thoughts on this new show. Be like that.
Yeah, it is like that. That's why I'm trying to play catch up because I don't. One, it's like I. This is. I've taken gaps, obviously, personal things, that's not, but it's like Godchild is still the only show I've never finished reviewing since I started it since Saber. So I'm like, I actually like Kafu, so I wanna like actually finish reviewing it, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do about Zetsu. I don't know if I'm like honestly how I handle Zetsu depends on distribution, how they're gonna do it. Because like if they get a YouTube, if it goes on YouTube, oh, fair use, okay. But then also, I don't know. Depends on how I feel when that was over.
I mean, for me, it's gonna depend on work schedule mostly. Like, yeah, obviously working 2 jobs and shit like that for me. That's honestly what's been killing a lot of things because I used to dedicate my Sundays to be putting out 1 review and then like the rest of the week for the next review. But Sunday is my work week for my second job. When I work my second job, and then Monday I'm working the first job. Tuesday I'm working the second job. It's like Wednesday's technically my free day, but then it's like, what am I gonna do on my free day? Work to do YouTube. So it's like, yeah, it's a hassle.
That's all right. And like I joke around playing on this game a lot, but it's like, no, it's summertime here in San Diego. Like, trying to enjoy the free time. So it's like,
Plus, I mostly play this game in bed when I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go to bed early tonight. Then it's 4 a.m. and it's like, fuck, 4th career missed.
That was me last night because like once the login happened and I was like, okay, this mission's here. We don't have long to get all of this monies, and I'm like, I'm gonna finish all these missions, and like because there's already some YouTube videos up before it even start. Ooh, 3 friendship train. Okay. There were some people already doing YouTube videos going over like all the missions because obviously this already happened in Japan, so they already knew ahead of time what to do. So I was like watching videos. I'm like, all right, I got this. And then I'm like,
no, I already looked at them as well. That's why I tried doing another gold chip run because I'm like, I'm probably gonna end up doing another gold chip run after the stream's over. So
that's why I'm doing gold chip right now.
Yeah, but all right,
late.
Mark, what you got to promote? Because you have been doing some side edits in between this game.
I know I have. So I finished it. I finished the last one I needed. Gozu Polar, the most obnoxious sticker hell out of any candy toy I've ever done. This whole entire line.
Really? I was about to say, like, is this taking the because like, you've mentioned this before? Like, it seems like
this beats Saber. This beats Saber. This beats Revice. This beats like all the ones I had, all those extra ones. Just because meticulously doing, because you know how they have like the gold. Those are all stickers on the figures. They're not. They just didn't paint the plastic gold. Yeah, no. I was like, you could just give us gold pieces of plastic. No. This is all stickers, and even the chest piece, like the red circles, a sticker. Like it was a pain. And then I hate that I always hated weapon stickers. There's no weapons, so they look really plain and boring. Like so I'm gonna hit them with the Gundam marker, a little Gundam paint in there. I have the one where you drop it and it spreads the liquid through all the lines. So I'm just gonna drop some black in there to get some lines on them. So I'm working on that. And I am gonna have the Ultraman Along Came a Spider manga reviewed, volume 1 of that, because Ultraman and Spider-Man. And that's it. I am gonna try and finish my Gavu catch-up video, and then I know Ash is working on the Rita's Rewind comic book because they made a comic book for the video game.
Oh, nice.
Because Boomby Milk and Power Rangers is a comic book, so I know he's probably got that coming out, and Radiant Black 36 because there's new Radiant Yellow, and I think he's probably got. I think his Power Ranger Prime video came out. I gotta plug it for Ash because I know Ash is doing that because he doesn't have internet, so he can't play.
But does he have a Fortnite Power Rangers lore video dropping?
Is there a lore video? Should I make one?
You could probably be a good fucking lore.
I should ask my autistic nephew to He is actually, and have him like explain it to me because he's always like, you should play Roblox, you should play Fortnite. I'm like, and he's like, I'll explain everything to you. And I'm like, sure. And then it's like 2 hours later, he's explaining with Legos how it works, and I'm like,
Mega Mike, we did already give some thoughts on the opening. It's a song, all right. It's not anything bombastic, but I feel like in the case of some of these, I'm gonna need the visuals to go along with them in order for it to work. Because I honestly didn't care too much for Go's Yuju's opening when I first heard it, or Gavu's opening when I first heard it. But what sells them to me is the visuals that go along with it. So maybe it's a good visual song, but it's just a standalone song. It's all right. It's not Sawano's. Like, listen, I've listened to a lot of Sawano's music. This is pretty low on the bar. I've heard the gritty phrase. I don't get it because I'm not into that shit.
It's like an emote thing.
Oh,
yeah.
I tried playing Fortnite one time years ago, and then I was like, "Yeah, this ain't for me." Uninstall.
I've been known to hit the gritty with Megatron every once in a while, every so often. No, Fortnite's actually kind of fun. I do zero build because I can't build for shit in that game. I'm also mad because I was there at E3 when they announced it, and it was supposed to be that tower defense PvE game, and I remember playing that, and that never happened. I have the physical copy because I pre-ordered it too. Then it was like, nope, we're gonna be this thing.
All right, but yeah, I did right before the live stream put out my proper Zetsu press conference thoughts that deviated into talking a lot about Yuya Takahashi. A good amount.
I literally thought you were saying Yu Yu Hakusho. I'm like,
no.
Anime peak top 5.
Fuck no. It would literally ended up being an entire like Takahashi talk fest to the point that I was just like, I gotta stop. Let me talk more about these characters before I keep going in on some of this shit. And I'll also explain myself because I will always get those comments of people saying that Japan is built different than the rest of the world. Why am I judging it based off of the writing staff and shit like that? And I'm like, but it ain't though. Because even when Takahashi was announced as the head writer, like Japanese Twitter was out here saying that this man was like living in the basement of Toei. They know this type of shit exists.
They opened the door, they let him out.
It's like, it's not exclusive to me. I'm just probably one of the only people that also looks at a show based off of the people that are behind the camera and not just the actors there. Because at the end of the day, most of the creative decisions that are going to be going on in these shows that we're going to question come from the folks behind the cameras. The actors have nothing to do with it.
No.
The actors are just there for their paychecks. So
that only happens here in the United States, i.e. The Rock and Black Adam.
When they try getting completely involved. So
what could have been.
So yeah, my full thoughts on that. I was honestly surprised once I cut everything down that it was still like a 20-minute long video regarding all that stuff for a press conference that had virtually nothing new. So yeah, it is what it is. But you can go ahead and check that out after this if you haven't already. But outside of that, yeah, I'll get to Go's Use Your Event. Like that's a script that has been in the making for a while. All the bits were already pre-planned and pre-made. It's just everything else going on. So far, nothing from the bits has aged like milk, so I'm good on that. Nothing has happened to the extraneous effect. But yeah, that's it. So we will catch you all possibly next week. We'll see what news brings next week. Maybe we might actually get official English statements on something.
No. We need to do, anyone who's in stream chat right now or people who are watching it as a VOD, download Uma Musume. Get
so we can have
to join the club at Heezer. Then we will do club room matches.
Club racing on the stream. Yeah. You know how many people are just going to tune out? There's only 19 slots.
we
A race.
will make something as a reward. We'll you know what? We'll make Zio come up with a new persona and reveal it. That's what we'll do. I've made the executive decision.
That costs me money because then I've got to get all the shit to make a persona.
And it's gonna be a horse jockey.
I'll be like that one.
Trying to shrink yourself to 4'11".
That one band that they had in Gavu where they were all wearing the horse heads. That's just gonna be it. It's the horse head persona. That's it.
I mean,
cool. Put a little wig on it.
Yeah.
It's not like there's not a plethora over there, so
he
make it work.
The outfit as well. That's what he said. I'll leak the DMs. Let me
all right.
my chat GPT and have it create some fake.
I'll get some sort of schoolgirl outfit and wear it with a horse head.
See what happened.
You know, I say that, but there's probably some people in my audience that are just going to completely be all for it.
100%. There's a whole new demographic now.
Cool. Well, these live streams go pretty weird, but this is probably the weirdest it's ever gotten. That's why we need the voice of wisdom.
Start with a chair. I think that's where it started, and then it's like
you know, sometimes there's always the man in the chair. It's just what the man in the chair like serves in terms of purpose. All right, that's we're out. Until next time. Bye.
Bye.
よっ日本一